What's going on, guys? Making another video real quick. This one's not gonna be too long, mainly because I'm in the fuel island. Fight me, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Literally, it's me and that truck right there, right next to me. We're the only ones, so whatever. Y'all don't like it, you're just gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, no, it's just I'm making this real quick. I definitely saw something that in my other video talking about my thought process on how Walmart can retain more drivers, and I saw a lot of people talking about Walmart giving everybody their own truck, and I saw that in the comment section. I've actually heard people talk about that in like the DCs and just whatnot. Now, I want to, as much as I like that idea, I want to talk about something real quick. And on top of that, I actually wanted to make another video on this, so this kind of goes hand in hand with it. I'll drop that one later on, but I definitely want to drop this one first. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out there. So Shelby, I run out of 6070, as you guys know, Shelby. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm just going to give a rough estimate. I think Shelby has like 190 trucks. I think we have like 190, somewhere around there. Actually, I think it's a little bit less. I'm just going to use 190. Just run with it. Now, out of that, we have 190 trucks. We have, I want to say 280 drivers strong right now. 280 drivers strong. So, with that being said, let's do some quick numbers real quick. And I'm just going to I'm just making up numbers, just going with it. Let's say there are 1,000 Walmart DCs in the whole country. I don't know how many there are. I'm just making up numbers. I'm like literally making these numbers up on the fly as I am making this video. So we have 190 trucks in Shelby, 280 drivers, and there's 1,000 Walmart DCs. Now, that being said, let's say Walmart is, let's just say Walmart is paying, I don't know, $2,000 a month in expenses on the truck. Just anything that you have to, any amount of money that you have to spend on this truck. And this I'm sure this is lowballing it. Let's say you're spending $2,000 a month, right? So, with that being said, we have 190 trucks at Shelby times 2,000, right? That's $380,000 being spent on expenses, right? $380,000. Now, let's say Walmart went and bought everybody their own truck. So let's just say Shelby, Walmart says we're going to buy 90 more trucks. So there's 280 drivers. That means there's 280 trucks. 280 times 2,000. That's $560,000 right there. Now, and this is just to maintain the trucks. This doesn't even talk about buying the trucks. This is just maintaining them. Now, and this is per month, right? Because like I said, $2,000 a month to maintain the trucks. So, obviously not every DC has the same number of drivers, right? So I don't know. I can't say what other, another DC has. I'm just going to say, for all intents and purposes, let's say every single DC is the exact same as Shelby. So I'm going to do, all right, I'm going to multiply that 380,000 times 1,000, right? So that comes out to $380 million right there to maintain the trucks for the entire country under having the slip seating. Now, that per month. Now, with that being said, let's do the other side of that. $560 million to maintain that fleet of trucks. Those trucks for everybody in the country, for everybody to have a truck. All right, cool. Now, that's per month. Let's see the difference. 560 minus 380. Now that's $180 million a month right there. Just difference. Now I'm going to multiply that by 12. Zero. That is $2.16 billion extra, right? That for everybody to have their own truck in the country, Walmart would pay $2.16 billion more a year to maintain, allowing everybody to have these trucks. Now, and I'm playing devil's advocate in this video in case y'all probably missed it. You're just like, well, damn, this guy's pro the company. I'm just going to throw this out here as a disclaimer, and I'll mention it again in the other video. I, honest to God, believe that companies can pay their drivers and do a lot more for their employees. And I'm not talking about Walmart. I'm talking about literally major corporations throughout the whole world. With that being said, you have to have money sitting somewhere. People like companies have all this money. Well, yeah, they do, but you have to account for lawsuits, things that need to get fixed, taxes, expenses. That money isn't just sitting there for them to just give it away. Stuff has to come out of that money. And that's just a few of the things that I've mentioned. I think I mentioned 4 things. That's just a small scratch on the surface of the amount of things that have to come out from that extra money that a company is saving. So no company's going to give anybody anything. I know I talked about saying increasing the speed of the trucks, which is going to cost more fuel money. I said, increasing driver pay. I've talked about that. And what else did I say? Oh, I said the phone policy. That doesn't really cost money. But we're going to focus on the 2 things that do cost money. Increasing the speed of the trucks, and increasing driver pay. On top of you guys asking for Walmart to buy everybody their own truck. $2.16 billion right there, just for maintaining, not even talking about buying the actual trucks. Now you want to raise on top of that, and then on top of that, you want the trucks to go faster, which means you're going to spend more money in fuel. All of this kind of stuff is going to come out of all that money that Walmart and other major corporations have that they're saving. All right, cool. It comes out of it. With that being said, in order to run a business, you need to make a profit in order for that business to grow. Yes, let's say, I guess I'm combining these 2 videos. Fuck it, why not? So, let's just say that Walmart does go and buys everybody these trucks, and also gives a raise and does all this kind of stuff. Now this is what's going to happen. Let's say Walmart, as it is right now, makes, I'm using small numbers, $2,000 a day, right? Now, out of that $2,000 a day, after Walmart pays expenses for, everything it has to pay for the drivers and XYZ, and all the money that Walmart has to push out, let's just say Walmart at this point is paying out $1,200. That leaves $800 in profit. Now, out of that $800 come all the unexpected the lawsuits, all the stuff I mentioned before, right? Now, what's happening is this basic economics right here. Now, Walmart, out of the $800, is going to pay for our uniforms like they do. A store needs repair on a dock, they got to pay for that. Just miscellaneous money that comes out of that $800. What people are essentially asking for, you have to think about this. When you're asking for, we want a pay raise, we want faster trucks, we want these things that cost the company money. That $1,200, let's just say Walmart doesn't change anything. I'm using Walmart. This is any major corporation, but I'm using Walmart because I work for fucking Walmart. Let's say you want Walmart to give you all this stuff, but they don't change anything on the back end. That means they're still making $2,000 a day, but their expenses out of that goes from $1,200 up to $1,600. I'll say $1,650. Now, 2,000 minus $1,650 is $350. Right there, that's a $450 difference. Okay, that's $450. Now, y'all are basically, the problem that I have with people is they want companies and corporations and whatnot to pay all this extra money, which is fine, but you have to understand all the stuff on the back end that the company has to pay for, the things that you don't think about, that you like, it has to be paid for. Nothing is free. So let's go ahead and talk about that for a second. Now, Walmart going to have to cut corners. The dry cleaning you get for your uniforms, kiss that goodbye. All right? Now you're responsible for paying for that on your own. Somebody's going to have to eat the cost, and it's not going to have to be Walmart. They gave you what you wanted. You got to meet them in the middle somewhere. That's only fair. So, to make up for that $450 difference, no more uniforms. Okay? What else? What are some of the other perks? When they buy us stuff for driver appreciation, they have all these cookouts, kiss all that stuff goodbye. You need a new uniform, you're gonna have to pay some kind of deductible to have it paid for. All the stuff that you don't think about, that you just enjoy and have, it's going to have to be taken because you got to cut corners. They need to still maintain a profit, and on top of that, that's still not going to cover the difference. So what's going to end up happening is prices somewhere else are going to have to go up. So what Walmart's going to say is, okay, we're basically putting out $1,650 out of the $2,000 that we make. So what can we do? They're going to have to jack the prices up on other things. It's natural. It is what it is. It is what it is. So that $2,000 goes up to $2,750 in profit to give you your $1,650, right? That gives you, now Walmart is back at making $1,100. So actually they're making more money than they were before. So I just want you guys to think about that. To be honest, the slip seam thing, it is really not that, in my opinion, it is not that big of a deal. You're only essentially in the truck for 4 days. You go home on your 5th day. You don't need to bring a lot of stuff out here with you. I made another video on my week in the life of a Walmart driver, and you guys saw that it took me all of 5 minutes to throw my shit in the truck and keep it pushing. So I'm assuming that everybody else roughly can do it in about 4 to 8 minutes, across the country. That being said, is that 4 to 8 minutes really worth you losing all you have to gain from slip seating? Company saves money, therefore they're able to pay for other things on the back end. And on top of that, if they're not going to buy everybody else these trucks, that 70-mile-an-hour truck and the higher pay, you're actually more likely to get that instead of Walmart spending. You can't have all three. For Walmart, and it makes sense on a business-wise setting. They're literally saving 2.1, according to my example. Walmart is literally saving $2.16 billion a year by slip seating. That in and of itself is an outstanding business. That's a great way to think of a business, because you're saving billions of dollars by cutting back on the amount of trucks that you have out there. Not to mention, if you have your own truck and you're on your off days, that asset's not even making any money for the company. So literally the Walmart's putting out more money for you to have your own truck than you not, and you're just slip seating. You're not even like that. Literally for that 2 or 3 days you're off, that truck is not making any money for the company, but the company is still having to pay for that truck. It only makes sense in a business model to slip seat. So yeah, I tell you guys, I am pro driver, but at the same time, I think you need to have a holistic view of an entire situation, the whole thing, instead of I want, gimme, my hand is out, give me this. You have to also understand Walmart is a business. They need to continue to grow. They need to continue to make the decisions that they make to allow us to get paid the way we get paid, and to basically make the company grow, and to allow us to have job security. All the stuff that goes into us having a job and the things we like, it's not free. Somebody's got to pay for it. And so you've got to make smart business decisions. I am pro driver. I am all pro driver, but I am not pro running a company into the ground because you want to have everything that you want to have. I think you want 70-mile-an-hour truck, you want higher pay, and you want to have your own truck. In my opinion, you can't have all three. You got to choose two. So in the comment section, you guys drop it down there. Tell me what you think. Out of those three things that I gave you, faster truck, higher pay, your own truck, if you only could choose two of those three, which two of those three would you choose? Tell me in the comment section. We'll talk about it, and I'll drop another video based off the comments. We'll talk about some stuff. But anyway, guys, today's go home day, so I am about to start back up moving and get on to Shelby. I got like 3 hours to get to Shelby. I'm just going to update my ETD. 3 hours to get to Shelby, see what they want me to do, and get off work at a decent time so I can go leave Shelby and head over to spend my home time over in Raleigh so I can see Junior, because today is his birthday. So happy birthday, Raymond Keith Gibbs Jr., my son, December 7th. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day.